Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 5.
It was the 12th annual Tri-Cities Labor Day Picnic. We'll share how a group of labor unions celebrated the contributions of workers across the community.
Plus, NFL great Drew Bledsoe is showing his school spirit. We'll tell you how he is supporting athletes at Washington State University.
Also ahead, what drivers can expect as one of the most congested and crash-prone intersections in the Tri-Cities anticipates construction.
And let's go to a live look now from our SkyCam network on this Labor Day. Josh Culbreth is in tonight for Stacy Lee. With fall starting this month, will cooler temperatures arrive soon? Find out. The News at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is Monday night. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is Labor Day, September the 1st. All right, and we begin on this Labor Day in Prosser, where you might have noticed a burst of cheering and bustling traffic near the downtown area.
Yeah, it was the 98th annual States Day celebration. New at 5, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia was there to capture all the excitement at this year's Grand Parade.
Part of the Prosser's identity, yeah, for sure.
Well, it's a special event today, and since it's a small town, just might as well make the best of it.
It's tradition. Yeah, it's a Labor Day holiday, and we get the day off, and we just come out here and celebrate the holidays with our local community.
For Prosser residents, keeping this tradition alive is all about coming together no matter who you are and where you're from.
I guess a good reason to come together. Just, you know, we can intermingle as Sunnyside, Grandview, and other close by communities, and just
we pray for just a healthy, happy, fun outcome.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jesus, for this day, all of us getting together.
Well, when you're involved with it, it makes you like kind of important in it, because that shows that you're a community, like you're part of it. And like that shows how nice it is.
What keeps this community coming back year after year?
Because you'll always see new stuff, like see the new teams, you'll see new floats, and it's just really exciting. Seeing different floats, like different themes of each one, like there was Up and Toy Story.
The horses.
In the end, yes, the horses.
And the tractors.
Yes.
He's a farmer by trade, so yeah, tractors.
Tractors.
Leslie adds that growing the event bigger and better each year is key to keeping the spirit of the tradition alive. Reporting in Prosser, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Looked like a fun time, and according to Prosser officials, the parade is usually the longest in Central Washington, boasting more than 100 entries every year.
All right, very cool. Good day to check out a parade.
For
no
sure.
rain, no thunder, no lightning. Did you notice last night the
Yes.
thunder, right?
Yes, it all of a sudden got pretty loud.
Yeah, out of nowhere. So let's get more on our weather. You know, this is really the time when they are likely enjoying their last summer vacation. You know, all of us, really.
Yeah, everybody's last hurrah, but let's check in with Josh Culbreth in for Stacy Lee tonight to see how long we'll see this summer weather.
Well, I hope everyone out there had a fantastic Labor Day weekend. For tonight, we're going to end up down into the 60s for lower elevations. You probably notice all the haze and smoke up in the air for today. That's going to continue for tonight, especially smoky for portions of the Yakima Valley. For tomorrow, it's going to be hotter out there for sure. More haze across the map. High temperatures right around 100 for lower elevations, about 10 to 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Bottom line for the forecast will continue to be up around 100 in a Wednesday and Thursday. Hazy sunshine for the foreseeable future. That could get disrupted a little bit, though, with shower chances going up and temperatures going down into this weekend. But a quick look at some of the haze we're expecting. Haze and smoke we're expecting into this evening and for tomorrow. You notice with those winds coming out of the north and west, once again, the smoke from the Wildcat fire spilling over into the Yakima Valley into tomorrow morning. Some of this getting into the basin as well. Now, as the day progresses for tomorrow, that smoke's going to thin out, but once again, we'll get those winds out of the north and west during the evening. That could put a lot of thicker smoke back into the valleys and potentially into the basin. But heat, like I mentioned, coming back as we head into the rest of the week. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thank you. We have a brand new crime alert to tell you about. The Yakima Police Department is investigating after a man died of a gunshot wound and another person was hospitalized this morning. YPD says this occurred shortly after 3 a.m. Officers responded to reports of a man who had been shot on Cornell Avenue. Officials say they arrived to find a 27-year-old man had suffered a gunshot wound. Despite life-saving efforts, he did die from his injuries. Shortly after the initial 911 call, officials say they were informed that another person believed to have been involved had been shot and was at the hospital. There, cops say they found a 32-year-old man with non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information is now tonight asked to contact Yakima Police. Well, about 550 demonstrators gathered on Columbia Center Boulevard this morning for a Labor Day protest called Workers Over Billionaires. Event organizer Indivisible Tri-Cities says protesters advocated against billionaires getting richer, while wages for many workers have stayed the same. The group also says the protests aim to highlight the importance of unions for workers. One demonstrator we spoke with says she attended today's protest because of how union labor has supported her.
I think it's very important that we hang on to the freedoms that we've gained and that we are compensated for our labor, which is what is making these billionaires all this money anyway.
The demonstrators displayed signs on the side of the boulevard until around the noon hour just outside the Kennewick Mall.
Kennewick's Columbia Park was packed this afternoon with people celebrating the 12th annual Tri-Cities Labor Day picnic. This year's picnic offered lots of free food, including burgers, hot dogs, ice cream, and cotton candy. Attendees were also able to enjoy live music, bounce houses, and a car show. The picnic is organized each year by a group of labor unions who want to celebrate the contributions of all workers in the community.
If we can provide a free meal for people and some free entertainment, then we're more than willing to make the necessary financial contributions as well as put in the work to make sure that that happens.
Organizers say they believe around 2,000 people came out to this year's event.
In more local news tonight, the Yakima Sun Fair Parade, the city's largest and longest running parade, is making its return this September. Organizers say it's a tradition that brings the whole community together. The parade kicks off the morning of September 20th with the lineup starting on Yakima Avenue and the parade concluding on Natchez Avenue. This year, about 125 entries are expected, including the popular Seafair Pirates and Clowns, plus floats from as far away as Canada. Organizers say planning the lineup is always a challenge, making sure bands, dancers, and political groups are spaced out for the best experience.
The lineup is always one of the hardest parts that we do, and that is ensuring that we don't have two bands next to each other or that we have dancers behind maybe horses, right? And so that mishaps don't happen, or two political parties next to each other. So we really try hard to separate.
The Sun Fair Parade has been a Yakima tradition since 1970, kicking off the Central Washington State Fair and celebrating more than 50 years of community spirit.
Starting September 2nd, construction crews will begin work at George Washington Way and Aaron Drive in Richland. It's one of the most congested and crash-prone intersections in the Tri-Cities. Drivers should expect lane closures, parking changes, and delays through the fall. This phase will begin with the closure of the parking lane to Benham Street.
We're trying to address congestion as well as pedestrian safety. So you'll see part of the project is also removing some of the islands that cause pedestrians to have to stop mid-intersection. In addition, we're getting ready to kick off the Downtown Loop project here at the end of the year. And so this will kind of be a precursor to moving that project along too.
The city expects the project to be finished by late November. 9 former directors of the CDC say Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is endangering the health of Americans.
As we head into fall and Americans start to get their COVID shots, President Trump is now calling on pharmaceutical companies to release more data on COVID vaccines.
That's right. ABC's Perry Russum reports from the nation's capital.
President Trump today calling on pharmaceutical companies to justify the success of their COVID vaccines. This as the CDC grapples with the change in leadership and growing confusion over who can get the shot this fall. The White House says Trump fired the head of the CDC, Susan Menares, last week, leading to several top officials at the agency resigning in protest.
There's a lot of trouble at CDC, and it's going to require getting rid of some people over the long term in order for us to change the institutional culture.
In an op-ed today in the New York Times, 9 former directors and acting directors of the CDC accuse Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. of endangering the health of every American. They write in part, Congress must exercise its oversight authority over HHS. State and local governments must fill funding gaps where they can. Former CDC acting director Dr. Richard Besser is one of the op-ed's co-authors.
What we're asking for is for Congress to fulfill its obligation of oversight for the department and make sure that this is not allowed to just continue.
The FDA has approved the new updated COVID vaccines while at the same time narrowing the guidelines on who should get them. The FDA green-lighting the vaccine only for seniors and younger people who have medical conditions, putting them at higher risk from COVID-19. At the largest pharmacy chain in the country, CVS, the vaccine is not being offered in 3 states, Nevada, New Mexico, and Massachusetts. In 13 other states and Washington, D.C., you need a prescription.
That was ABC's Perry Russum reporting. By the way, Walgreens has their own restrictions if you need a prescription in 16 states, including Washington. Both companies say they plan to have the new vaccine in stock very soon.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on our coverage of the growing confusion over new CDC policy.
Then be sure to stay with us live at 6 as we hear from the race director of the Tri-City Water Follies following the passing of Chris Denslow, a longtime H1 Unlimited photographer. In the meantime, our News at 5 is just getting started. Up next, we'll tell you what Representative Dan Newhouse believes could help the hops industry find workers.
And Josh is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demands to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
Imagine a night where the sound takes over and the beat stays with you. The Hallucination takes the stage at Wild Horse Resort and Casino on September 20th. This dynamic duo fuses indigenous music with dubstep, hip-hop, drums, and bass. Get ready for an electrifying live show. Open to ages 15 and up. More than a show, it's a ceremony of sounds featured in Coachella, major films, Fortnite, and more. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and to get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe,
and that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
You get in a car wreck and call the insurance company and get nowhere. Stop wasting your time. Just make one more call to 853-2222. They can't ignore my demand to pay you all the money you deserve.
Call 853-2222.
All right, thanks for staying with us on the news at 5. Last week in Yakima, Representative Dan Newhouse joined hops industry leaders to talk about one of the hops industry's biggest challenges, that's finding enough workers. During the roundtable, Newhouse highlighted the challenges growers face, especially during harvest.
He pointed to the Farm Workforce Modernization Act, a bipartisan bill he introduced with California Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren that would update the H-2A visa program. That's the agricultural visa that allows workers to come to the U.S. for a set period of time before returning home.
Under the bill, existing farm workers could gain a path to legal residency while also making it easier for employers to bring in year-round workers.
What we want to do is to be able to bring people from out of the country on a temporary basis to work in an agricultural job and then legally, and then allow them to return home when everyone else can leave.
All right, well, the bill has passed the House twice, but stalled in the Senate. Still, Newhouse says he is hopeful it could eventually move forward.
New at 5 now, Cougar Nation has another way to show their school spirit through a glass of Walla Walla wine. Former Washington State University quarterback Drew Bledsoe launches a new wine to support Cougar athletes. Bledsoe's family winery releases the Old Crimson legendary red blend in partnership with the Cougar Collective. The Walla Walla Winery donates part of the proceeds from every bottle to WSU student athletes through name, image, and likeness opportunities. The wine uses fruit grown on Bledsoe's Walla Walla estate.
It's really a connection with my two hometowns. You know, it's Walla Walla, where I grew up, Wazoo, where I went to school, where I met Mara, two very, very special places.
The Cougar Collective says the partnerships help build a stronger future for WSU athletics. Organizers expect bottles to sell quickly as Cougar fans support the cause. The Old Crimson legendary red blend is available online now.
More than 180 teams participated in the Labor Day Challenge, a weekend-long soccer tournament in Pasco. Three Rivers Soccer Club hosted the event, bringing in teams from multiple states across the Pacific Northwest. Girls and boys ranging from 6 years old to the high school level competed on the pitch. With many families traveling and staying multiple nights, the tournament also has a positive economic impact on the city of Pasco.
Vendors that we have here to provide food, t-shirts, pictures, pretty much, shoes and shin guards, soccer balls. So there's a lot of people. This does have a big economic impact on our community, from our hoteliers to the restaurants. So there's a big impact for the city of Pasco.
Labor Day marks the grand finale with teams fighting for championship trophies all day long.
And Wendy, making history in racing, Nicole Tarr became the first female driver to ever win a late model race at Tri-City Raceway. Racing in the Labor Day Spectacular on Saturday, the Spokane native took the checkered flag in the main event. The pro late model cars are the highest skill level race at the event. With the track being built in 1968, Tarr cements her name in the history books, being the first female winner in the track's 50-plus year history.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Well, it was a hot, dry, and hazy Labor Day weekend, except for that little round of thunderstorms that we had on Sunday night. But it's going to continue to be hot, dry, and hazy, mainly because of this spinning blue H off in the Pacific. This is an area of high pressure, and it's going to continue to make us hot, dry, and hazy over the next couple days. So not really going anywhere for Tuesday, not really going anywhere for Wednesday or Thursday as well. So the heat is only going to build over the next handful of days. I'll talk more about that in a second. But first, for tonight, Hazy skies across the map, especially smoky downwind of the Wildcat Fire. So that would put some of the thickest smoke into the Yakima Valley. Overnight low is going to be down into the 50s in the Cascades, 50s and 60s in the Blues, and 60s for lower elevations. Wind gusts going to be mostly light, could be a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley. The same thing for the Dalles. Then for tomorrow, more hazy sunshine across the map. This time it's going to be a little bit hotter. So we'll be into the 80s in the Cascades, 80s and 90s in the Blues, 92 degrees in Cabbage Hill, and then 90s and some triple digits for lower elevations. This would be about 15 degrees hotter than normal for this time of the year. Wind gusts a little bit breezy in the southern Blues, the Blue Foothills, and for that US 97 corridor, but the rest of us going to see light wind gusts and high temperatures going to stay around 100 in the Tri-Cities through Thursday, the pivot for Friday. Then at that point, we'll start to really cool things off, actually a little bit below average by the time we get to Monday. But for the weekend, hovering right around 90 degrees. And that dip in temperatures is going to coincide with shower and thunderstorm chances going up. Now for Friday, it looks like that's mostly going to be in the mountains, but Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, lower elevations could get in on the fun as well. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, around 100 through Thursday, the pivot for Friday, and then cooler and wetter for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. In Yakima, hazy / smoky, just given the proximity to the Wildcat Fire that's burning in northwestern Yakima County. But it looks like the more unsettled weather for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday could help out that haze and smoke situation. Then in the Kittitas Valley, kind of dealing with the same thing, although chances for thunderstorms better in the Kittitas Valley as opposed to the Yakima Valley for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. In Hermiston, hot and hazy and dry through Thursday. Looks like a few more clouds building for Friday, and then cooler and wetter for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then in Walla Walla, the exact same cycle. It's going to be an oven out there through Thursday, a little bit of relief for Friday, and then a little bit more relief for the weekend and the beginning of next week.
Josh, thank you. Still ahead here at 5, an educator in Kennewick credited for making students feel respected, valued, and inspired. That's next in the Spotlight.
Keep summer going with Nissan. Named #1 in new vehicle quality by J.D. Power. Hurry in today. Get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models.
With STIHL battery. Now is the best time to save big on over 40 hardworking STIHL tools. Hurry into your local STIHL dealer or shop online.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Form or function? Should we push the timeline? Will it hold? Should we outsource? What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper. Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Hey there, cool cats and groovy gals. Looking for a place where the good times roll? Cruise into Town Square Adult Day Center in Kennewick, where the jukeboxes jump in and the vibes are always good. Games, music, laughs, and a crew that treats you like solid gold. Way more fun than sitting at home watching the tube. Don't be a square. Make every day a blast from the past. Check out our early enrollment specials. Town Square Adult Day Center, where feeling young at heart is always in style.
I'm being told this is Limo Emo from Liberty Mutual, who helps save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
And his partner, Doug, is the gentleman under the security guard.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Keep summer going with Nissan. Named #1 in new vehicle quality by J.D. Power. Hurry in today. Get 0% APR for 60 months on select popular models.
Apple Valley News Now hopes you have a great Labor Day.
All right, let's see the Spotlight at 5. The Kennewick School District has named their Substitute of the Year, and they say it is someone whose work is more than merely filling in for staff. April Burgess is described as not only exceptional, but she's known for her unwavering commitment, positive relationships, and inspiring attitude. The district says Burgess has become a vital part of the Kamiakin community, a person who students respect and love. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Just share it with us on social media. And Wendy, my mom was a substitute teacher for many years, so they matter. They really do.
Oh yeah, for sure they do, for sure. All right, we'll have your reason to smile when we come back.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months, no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
And now, well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing with around $10,000 in total value on this Silverado. See your community Chevy dealers.
Now through September 30th, get up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on a Ford Mustang Mach-E or F-150 Lightning. They're perfect for visiting friends across town or road trips across the country. And with the Ford Power Promise, get a complimentary home charger and standard installation. Save big on these all-electric vehicles that are smooth, fast, and fun. Hurry, the $7,500 federal tax credit on Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning ends September 30th. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
We take off for a flight over an awesome park area in the Blue Mountains.
An adventure every time I'm at the reserve, and I see animals and wildlife and plants every time, something that I didn't see yet.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have a look at the travel numbers from over the Labor Day holiday weekend.
And an update on the wildcat fire burning in northwestern Yakima County. I'll show you where the smoke and haze is headed to tomorrow morning at 5. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. High is going to be around 100 for tomorrow, for Wednesday, and for Thursday. Hazy sunshine for the foreseeable future. And we are maybe going to get some relief from that in the form of some cooler temperatures and some shower and thunderstorm chances going up as we head into this weekend. Again, just want to time out the smoke and the haze throughout the rest of the night. We'll get those northwesterly winds pushing some thicker smoke into the Kittitas and Yakima Valley, some of that leaking over into the lower Columbia Basin. You'll definitely see it for tomorrow morning, thinning out throughout the day. But as we head into the evening, once again, those winds out of the north and west putting some thicker smoke back into the valleys.
Thank you so much, Josh. We want to end, as we always do, with your reason to smile. Take a look at this, an evening ride here with that sun just glowing out there. That looks wonderful. Thank you so much to Anne for sending us this picture. If you would like to send your picture in, just scan that QR code at the top. And thanks to Lifetime Dental.
And we are back at 6 for now, hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night, everybody.